Welcome to Epic Enclave, where we tell tales of audacious adventures in fantasy lands. Why are you laughing, James? Nailed it. Nailed it. So, the last we left off, the Mr. Men are planning a party. The real Lord Herringer had left his hunting lodge manor house in our under our protection, and we decided to throw a big soiree before we head off to find our friend Scarrick. And yeah, last session we basically went around the city party planning. Styles went to the party planning place, Torin's servant agency, that's the one. Hired chefs, maids, butlers, security, food and drink. Ozzy went to the Silvergata and hired some lovely men and women of the night to entertain us. Styles also picked up some fireworks. He had a haircut, which looks really good. Pikeard went to the magician place. What was it? University of Magical Arts.
Yeah.
To try and get this. Well, it's a piece of text translated, but they all freaked out at the sight of it and tried to take it off him. He then bumped into Morley at the Wizards Guild Hall, and he said he would pop by to the party later and help. And Gert spent the session decorating the manor, using his druid craft and other skills to basically redecorate the whole place and the outside area into this trippy, psychedelic, Fey realm vibe thing. And I think that was about it.
Did we scry on Scarrick last session? I don't think we did. I think that was the session before, wasn't it? He's not too good. But, you know, the party.
Yeah, the last time we scried on him, because he was being shaved from head to toe. Because Pikeard was actually disguised as lanky Scarrick for the latter half of the day.
That's true. That is true. Well, I believe we left it back.
And we also, sorry to interrupt, we also, Ozzy sent out a multitude of invites across the city and to guild members and the like.
Still no one can really put their finger on how many guests are coming.
No, yeah, there was a bit of a discrepancy. Ozzy thought around 100, Styles 300
to 7,
and Pikeard 700. Pikeard and Ozzy also bribed the local city watch of the area, and many gold coins later managed to buy them off.
Hopefully have a bit of peace and quiet. Yes. And you also have some fireworks. That was the other thing to add.
Yeah, Styles got fireworks. Oh, and Ozzy also went to the entertainment place.
And hired some help.
Some performing artists, some
good
jugglers,
bards and stuff like that.
Bards, entertainers. Yeah, there was a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of party planning.
A lot of planning. And a lot of planning to come to where we are now. The party is soon to start. Just before we go into some of the help and the guests arriving, a little taste of what Gert has done.
Ooh.
There we go.
What has Gert done?
Whoa.
So this is like the vibe.
Oh shit, that's awesome. That's the original map,
Trees.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. trees and canopies covering over the top.
How have you done that?
How have you
Little
done
areas.
this?
Is that AI?
Great skills. No,
It's
I did it
very
all by
pretty.
hand.
Wow.
Louise.
Yeah. However, this is just a flavour, so have a good scroll around and look to get the vibe.
That's awesome.
But
That's
there's-
kind of how I imagined it, to be honest.
Yeah. So now you've got that in your imagination.
Are these mushrooms? A ring of mushrooms?
Yes, little mushrooms. So the mushrooms are glowing around, creating ambient light. The sun hasn't quite set yet. However, there are some other parts that Gert's made. Gert, if you'd like to describe the things you've created around the house.
So, on the entrance, obviously, as you're coming up the road, there's like a canopy of ivy and vines intertwining, making like almost like roof rafters all the way up. So, like worst case scenario, you could have 100 odd people just mingling outside, and then coming off of those areas, there's little pods, like almost like seed pods, like coming off the side of them, and you can climb up into them, and they're like little sitting areas that are for private people to have their chats and stuff like that. Littering all of this canopy and all of the pathways, there's little mushrooms and hanging moss that glow slightly, so that you've got a sort of green and purple light all over the place. There's also a maze, so there's like a vine and hedgerow sort of maze that's in between the trees, so you can get lost somewhere in there. Pools, so there's going to be like maybe a stream that comes down that's been diverted with roots and things, and it's dropping down into a multi-layered sort of pool area that maybe with different magics we can heat and have little skinny dipping and what have you going on in there.
Yes, please.
And then obviously I think it's at the study where I've got my dragon fruit seed that I've planted, so it's now sprouted into a fruiting tree inside the study. I think that's
and a big
other than
stage at
all
the
the way
back.
through the house. Oh yeah, the stage area. Yeah, so like I was thinking again with the roots and the vines coming up to sort of create a natural fair-like stage with all foliage coming out and creating like a little bit of a wings area. But yeah, and obviously
yeah.
the house is just covered in that.
The house is the
and
centerpiece within.
Dottings of specific mushrooms and herbs are in certain areas, so that if people know what they are, they can take them at their choice, or if I need to point them in that direction, I can.
So, Gert has been busy while you have been organising the entertainment and the guests, creating a special venue, somewhere where you can really celebrate the evening. And spending the time now before the guests start to arrive, you begin to prepare yourself for the party. You begin to put on your finest clothes, secure your tri-corner hat over your new haircut styles. And as you're doing this, the services begin to arrive. The chefs that you've ordered are arriving with carts full of food. There is the Green Hill slaughterhouse van with some semi-prepared meats and meats ready for cooking. There are carriages filled with barrels and wine bottles. The maids, the butlers, the bodyguards start to familiarize themselves with the grounds, laying the table, setting it for the formal meal, finding the silverware. Food platters begin to be brought down into the dining hall, and the kitchen has begun to come alive. What was being used before for simple meals is now back in its grandeur. The chefs are preparing food, chopping the meats, creating vegetables, platters, fish, many delightful treats for your guests. And as everything's sort of getting in place, there is a brightly coloured round top wagon pulled by 2 magnificently groomed white horses with colourful ribbons plaited into their manes and tails. You hear it coming with the small bells that are attached to the harnesses of the horses. It's the entertainment arriving. Music is coming from the top of the wagon where the bards practice their best crowd-stirring tunes, and behind the wagon a troop of clowns cartwheel and fake fall up the road, followed by a small trail of children delighted by their antics. Where would you like to situate yourselves before the guests arrive? How are you feeling?
I like to think, obviously there's a lot going on, and like as people are arriving and stuff, I'll be like pointing out like where they need to be going. And then at some point I would retire to a bedroom to get ready, get dressed and changed.
What you're wearing? I assume you're coming as Aussie tonight?
Oh yeah. I will be wearing my space clothes. I have like...
Very good.
I'll be... I should have thought about this. I'm going to be in my underwear. And then... like,
that's not space clothes, mate.
No, hang on.
That's the opposite.
So like...
Some would say.
In underwear, but then like one of the robes, one of the like space robes with all the technicolors and stuff, very flamboyant, and I'll be wearing my wooden beaver crown to blend in with the decoration that Gert has provided.
Nice. Styles, your dress suit has been delivered. I assume you're wearing the hat securely for the evening?
Yes, I'll be putting the uniform on, but I'd be waiting for it to be a bit more busy to kind of try and make a bit of a grander entrance as I come down the stairs.
That's what I was going to do as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got a heavy amount of guy liner on as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd be there. I'd have my rapier, just nothing else but obviously my uniform and my rapier, but no armor or anything, just as gallantly as I
If
could.
you are obviously just wearing party gear and taking off your armor, just recall that and untick the available boxes.
Is that foreshadowing, Paul?
Well, it's a party. Everything will be fine. Pikeard, what are you wearing for the evening?
Pikeard's wearing his standard captain sort of attire. You know, nothing too fancy. Although I like to think he sort of rocks fairly fancy. Most of the time. So he'll be wearing his captain's jacket, and maybe a medal or two that he hasn't earned. Maybe he bought
acquired on the journey.
Yeah, he bought a couple of medals from like a second-hand shop on the way back.
There would have been some in that junk space station then. Found a couple of random medals. Yeah. And Gert, what are you doing for the evening? You've excelled yourself with the decorations.
Still be like wandering around just doing fine little touches and stuff and getting kind of stuck into me because I was smoking and dancing, and it was part of my ritual to try and get it all done. So I'll probably be doing that up until the last moment, and then if these guys have come down ready, I would be like, oh yeah, I haven't even got ready yet, and run off into my wherever my bedroom is. And probably do a panicked looking at myself and go, oh well, I suppose, and then because I've seen Ozzy in his pants basically, I'll take my cloak off and any of my top stuff, so I've literally just bare chested, and then maybe cut my pants into shorts, my trousers, so they're just like raggedly cut trousers, and then I'll maybe get a little bit of like pigment or ink if I've got like maybe some blue powder or something, and sprinkle that all over myself so that it like coats all my scales and into my like little crevices and stuff, so I've got like that sort of like polished blue radiance about me.
Yeah, give me a me just a straight dexterity check. Just see how well you can pull this off.
13.
It's okay. There's patches that you can't quite reach up your back. You know, it's difficult when it's just you doing it. But you can see that your face is covered, your prongs are covered, and the trousers, as you say, are ragged. But that's the look you're going for. You look presentable. You look interesting. Very well. As you wait upstairs, peering out the windows to see when things will start to get busy, the sun is beginning to get low in the sky, and 2 maroon carriages with gold wheels roll up to the house, each pulled by 2 large black steeds. Velvet curtains cover the small windows.
Guys, they're here. Maybe we should be like partying already, you know, so it doesn't feel stiff and like, oh, you're the first ones here, you know, make it feel like it's already going.
No, quite the opposite. I'm going to go upstairs and keep out of the way until everybody's here, and then I'm going to make a grand entrance.
What
You
if
can
no
keep them
one ever
entertained until I
comes?
get back.
Okay.
I believe in you, Gert. You can do it.
You're all doing that, are you?
Oh, if you need me, I'll be in the study.
Oh, I see.
I'm still upstairs. I'm not
Don't
even
eat any
home.
dragon fruit yet. There's probably they're not ripe yet.
It's all right. You can show them round, introduce them to the place. There's plenty of staff about.
I like that. I know.
What do you want
I
to?
normally just kind of mingle in the background at these sort of things.
Well, do you want to come up and wait with me and?
Oh, but then there'd be no one here and they'll all leave.
There is the butlers and the doormen.
Yeah, there's
They,
plenty. It's just like it's a bit of intrigue.
If you
and
wish,
mystery.
sir, we can greet the guests, and you can wait, and we can call you when it is ready.
Absolutely.
I mean, it just feels a bit weird. We threw a party and then we're not here.
No,
Would you like them in the main
people
dining hall where you can descend the stairs?
Got a drink? I'd love a drink right now.
Of course.
Yeah,
What
where
does
is
Sir desire?
the bottom of the stairs?
A nice
So,
fruit cocktail
obviously-
or something?
With this map, because there's going to be a lot of people in a lot of different areas, this just highlights where it is. So it's not in the same layout. But just flicking back to the other one to help with your picturing. The main entrance to the house in the north leads to 2 sets of stairs, which then wind upstairs to the upper chambers. So with everyone in the main dining hall, the fire's going, the vines that weave in and out of the windows, it'd be a good place to come down and introduce yourselves.
Okay.
Drinks, what would you like?
Yeah, but like a cocktail or something? Fruity?
Of course, sir.
Oh yeah, I'll have a cocktail as well.
Something fruity. We will have them brought up
just
to you.
getting a bit nervous, you know,
Gert?
a bit flappy.
Relax.
I don't like this.
I don't like this. I've not seen you like this before. You're usually
We
very
spent a
chill.
little money.
Have you had a smoke
You
today?
know, what if no one comes? Yeah.
Have another one.
Yeah, probably should have some more, shouldn't I?
You probably should. Just relax.
Yeah.
There's going to be lots of people. I sent out many invites, and they're going to love what you've done with the place. It's going to be a really good party. Have you been to many parties?
No, not many. They don't normally invite me. I watch from the window sometimes.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Well, you don't need an invite when it's your own party. And
Yeah,
you're with a
it's
professional,
nice, isn't it?
a professional party goer. So just follow my lead and you'll be absolutely fine.
Okay.
After a short while of heading upstairs, maids come up with a silver platter and some glasses. In the glasses is a drink that you may recognize from your travels. A bottle of honey pine dew, a imported halfling mead, often served in small cups. A pleasant taste, the sweetness of the honey and the richness of the drink helps calm your nerves, as well as having that.
It's beautiful, eh? It's beautiful.
It's lovely.
So,
Why have I taken damage?
Yeah, me too. Was it that thing? We're reading that thing still. We've not
Reading the
slept
book,
since
yeah,
then,
but
have we?
That was.
I don't think we have we?
I thought you said this
Read that in
last
the
time when we
morning or
said
something.
you had rested. Did you try and read it in the morning or the night before?
Well, I'm harmed as well.
You would have reset if you'd taken a long rest. I think you must have tried to read it in the morning before going out. And this is still the same day.
Yeah, it's the same day, so
That's why.
because I've got like spent spells and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did last session, but we didn't do it last session, so maybe. Oh, yeah, because it's still the same day where we met Anaxi, right? We met Anaxi this
Yeah.
morning.
You met Anaxi this morning and
Yeah, we
headed to town
decided
to
to have the
prep
pie today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like literally it's one day. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's the 5th day of Brewfest still. It's kind of like the festival vibe, days are weeks. So that's why you're injured.
So it was last
your-
night then that I scried on Scarag, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you're enjoying your drinks upstairs, if you peek out the windows, or for the doorman and the butlers, they see this the carriage that has pulled up. The door is opened, and a string of beautiful men and women exit. Each are beautifully made up, their hair elegant, their faces fresh,
Like peeking
with
out the curtains.
subtle tones of makeup, and each one is wrapped in a fur coat, currently covering their bodies. As the second carriage pulls up,
Go.
I
think the hookers have arrived.
I don't want you to leave. I've never had a pie with people here.
Go.
We
I'm
should
not.
go.
I'm not leaving.
Yeah, I'm going to go, yeah.
What? Wait.
I've
we,
got...
we're gonna have a. We gotta wait for everyone to get here. It's just the hookers.
Oh, it's weird.
What's weird?
But we invited them and we're not there.
Have you never been to a fancy party before? At fancy parties, the hosts always arrive last. Always make an entrance. Once
What if
everyone's
they
like,
steal your stuff?
people don't do that at fancy parties.
Well, if you're not there, they will.
No, there's all this.
It's what we do.
Yeah, but this is why you would not normally be invited to a party like this.
Yeah, they don't. No, they don't do
Just
that.
relax. Wait for some more people to arrive.
Okay. I saw
5
another one
women.
there. Look, watch. And I'll just run out the door.
are you running to the main hall, Gert?
Yeah.
So the dining hall is where the entrance is. You see, coming up the driveway, 5 beautiful women. The chromatic courtesans that were invited by Ozzy. The entrance of the courtesans is nothing short of theatrical opulence. Each courtesan makes her departure from the carriage bathed in her signature colour. The black courtesan glides like a living shadow across the ground, cloaked in mystery. The red courtesan strides with fire and command, every movement promising passion and peril.
Oh, baby.
Okay, sorry, buddy. I'll be quiet. I have to whisper.
Keep
blue-
it down. You don't have to yell.
A second strike for shouting. The blue courtesan crackles with electric charm, her eyes like a summer storm. The green courtesan purrs with a scent of jungle blossoms and poison. For you, Gert, she's probably the most alluring. She has the closest connection to nature. And finally, the white courtesan. She's cold and radiant, like untouched snow under the moonlight. Cruel, but beautiful. Ozzy, as you're peering, mesmerized by this, and Styles, I'd imagine while you're upstairs as well, depending if you're just taking notice of yourself, these may have caught your attention. There is one more
Yeah, I'll
lady
be-
to leave the carriage. She's familiar to you, Ozzy, as it is Madame Verity.
Oh, baby. She came.
Her attire stops
shit.
men in the street. She's wearing a tight ruby corset top and a long, elegant dress. the slit up the side reveals just enough
What's
to
that?
keep men and women coming back. Her overcoat is the true spectacle, however. It's draped from the fur collar down all the way to her ankles, and the outer coat seems to be made of dragon scales, each shimmering in the light and lanterns and hanging mushrooms on the canopied walk up to the house, and the scales shimmer in a multicolored way, representing the 5 colors of the courtesans that she escorts.
Wow. That woman sure is beautiful.
So as I come like out of the corridor leading down, I guess I'll be like, "Oh, come on, Bert, you got this. You got this. It's all about confidence. Confidence. Okay."
Madame
I come up
Verity
to the-
comes up to you. Hello.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the new Gertz Hunting Lodge, and this is my party.
Well, Gert, it's a pleasure to meet you. We were...
Pleasure is all mine.
Are you a friend of Ozzy?
Yes, the bestest of friends.
Well,
I'm trying
then
to
it
do my best,
truly
like
is a
smile,
pleasure.
but it's like just horrifying on a dragon.
My courtesans. They're
Well,
a
beautiful.
lot like you. You're
Yes. I
silver
love
under
that
there,
you're
aren't you?
feeding on me. Yes.
And she sort of reaches up and strokes one of your horns. Well, perhaps you'd like to make their company later. Is there a suitable place for them to make themselves comfortable for the evening?
Oh, well, of course. Well, we have lovely pods on either side if they would like to hang around in a more private area. Or we have the pools if they like to skinny dip.
And is there perhaps bedrooms as well?
Oh, well, you know, that's where we sleep in that.
Oh, I'm sure you won't be sleeping this evening, though, will you?
Giggity.
I suppose not, no. Yeah,
I
you
will-
can go in the bedrooms if they want. You know, I might need to move some of my stuff.
She sort of gets really close and whispers into your ear. It's just sometimes the things they do are a little intense for outdoors.
Yeah, I imagine. Like, some of those Sudoku quizzes are just fucking mental, aren't they?
You are an intriguing guest.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
I'm
let them
the
make their
host.
way up there. I did think that. It's fine. Would you care to take them upstairs?
I don't know about it, but yeah, sure.
Oh no, my pet chap.
Ladies, follow me.
They begin to follow you up the stairs. Gert, you lead the women upstairs, and they make themselves comfortable in the bedrooms upstairs, each one picking a different room, and just preparing themselves. You see, there are some of the maids that came in first have brought trunks and chests up with them and placed them in the rooms. As they begin to get settled, the rest of the guests arrive, carriage after carriage, arriving and unloading its guests.
People are actually coming. Shit.
You see the doorman checking them over before they come in. Obviously, for most parties like this, people do not come armed. And then the butlers show them around the main house and explain some of the features that are outside. After around 30-40 minutes of constant carts coming, one of the butlers comes upstairs. Sirs, I believe the chain of guests has slowed, and we have a list if you wish to see who is here.
Oh yeah. I mean, stars
As this
together
is
or
going
in
on,
separate rooms.
I will have just been every sort of
It's
like
up to you,
fifth
whatever
person.
you want to be.
Every fifth person or so, I would have been giving out a special little mushroom and just been like, "Oh, welcome! Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
Do partake if you enjoy," and passing on a little shroom to.
Are you with me, Styles,
few
or are
people.
you in your own room?
Yeah, I'd imagine you two are upstairs.
I've gone.
Yeah,
I've
I
gone
think we-
upstairs to speak with them also.
Okay.
Looks like everybody's. What's the guest count? I didn't catch your name, Mr. Butler Man.
My name's Pikeard. You've known me for a very long time.
No, not you. Although you are dressed similarly.
My name is Quinn, sir.
Quinn, Master Quinn. You say you got the guest list? Can I have a look?
I have the list of the main representatives of the guilds.
Oh,
There is also a selection of guests from the upper classes, the garden quarter, as well as the artisan quarter and the foreign quarter. Unfortunately, for the final count, it is quite hard to say.
well, is it
May
more
I
than?
show you what we've taken?
Is it 700?
It could be close, sir.
What?
Oh, I think I only prepped 200.
I was right.
No, absolutely.
Fantastic.
There's no way. I have not counted 700 people come through that door.
I am joking. I'd imagine it's more
Oh,
200 to 300, perhaps,
Damn it,
at the
Styles.
peak.
that's disappointing.
Well, at
I
least
knew
we're
it'd
not
be
going to run
wrong.
out of food and drink.
Of course not, sir. The chefs have been busy in the kitchen, and the food is already coming out. Drinks are being served as we speak.
How's Gert doing?
He is doing well. The guests are very, very engaged with him. He is the host, of course, sir.
Well, he's one of the hosts. He got a bit eager and went down early.
Yes.
If you want
But
to,
it is nice to have someone down there as well.
I suppose so. Could have picked someone with a friendlier face. Anyway, if you want to gather everybody up into the dining room, the high entrance hall, we'll be making our entrance shortly.
Very well, sir. I will leave the guest list with you.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to start looking through it quickly. Are there any notable names or anything?
If you'd like to have a look, it's in your compendium.
Compendium.
Big word for that, Paul.
It's just written here, mate.
Guest list. Why is it not? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's
Can you see it?
yes. Although I have dark mode on and the font is black.
If it was obvious at all, I probably would have zoned in on the apothecaries and herbalists if they looked a bit like herbally, and
Yeah.
definitely tried to offer them some more interesting ones if they were ready for the conversation.
Yeah.
Elbow.
At the start, as people are coming in, they just greet you and tell you that they'll catch up when the party started. You find with yourself at the moment, with everyone coming in, you're just catching people as they walk past and telling people that you'll meet them later in certain areas and stuff like that. But yeah, you will be able to find them when the party is in full swing.
Whose uniforms is the better man or Pikeard? If he's just wearing his captain's jacket, I'd like to think mine was a bit.
Well, Ozzy will have to be the judge of that. He can see them.
Well, I think you both look fabulous, of course. Pikeard always looks fabulous, so he's maintaining that standard. I like the new outfit, Styles. Is it a navy thing?
Yes, it's a naval uniform and
What's
the
with
bicon hat. You like?
what's with the hat?
Well, I think you've seen what's with the hat.
You can't wear a
the-
hat indoors.
Yeah,
Mr.
it's
Styles.
rude, and it doesn't really go with the outfit. I think you'd look better without it.
I beg to differ. I think the hat is 100% needed in this case. It worked. The hat worked.
Okay, if you say so. As I'm like going down the list, did you not invite Gavin and Davin?
Yeah, I thought you invited Gavin and Davin.
No, I told you to invite Gavin and Davin.
No, you said I'm going to invite Gavin and Davin.
No, I watched the recap. And I explicitly told you. You said you were going to go tell... Oh. That Gavin de Mowbray, that's not Gavin, is it?
That's not Gavin.
I mean, we do have a Gavin, but it's not our Gavin. Oh, fuck. I'm going to send...
I got the fireworks.
I'm going to cast a message to Davin.
Okay.
Davin,
What would you like to say?
Davin, it's Ozzy. We're having a huge party at Lord Heringer's house. It's already started. You can arrive fashionably late with Gavin. Excited to see you. That's one word.
There's a bit of time before you get a response, and the response starts with a yawn. Oh, Ozzy, is that you? Let me keep track. We thought you'd left town. You didn't come and get the knife. A party. We'll see what we can do.
You never went and picked up the custom knife that you ordered from him.
Oh, yeah. Did I pay them?
Probably.
No, they were just going to find you one. They were going to make you one, to be fair.
I was banging on about this knife.
And then you
of yours.
went and bought magical daggers, I think. As far
I
as
know
I'm
we
aware.
got magical daggers in there.
Well, if they show up, it's a bonus. I mean, we're hosting the party in sort of in Scarrick's honor, so it'd be nice if they showed up.
Oh, is this in Garrick's honour?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like it's a bit of a
It
last.
was that we got a cool house and was going to throw a party type of situation.
Well,
Sirs,
I mean,
sirs,
oh,
I'm sorry to interrupt. It's just Quinn has got everyone downstairs ready, and are you ready to make your entrance?
Scene.
I
yeah.
think that might be stoned.
He's doing some sort of dance in front of.
Yep. We'll be. Our presence is imminent.
And how would you like to be introduced?
It's a great question. Well, you could just like do like a ding 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 on like a glass. And
I mean, what name? This each by title or?
well, I was going to introduce myself.
Oh, very well then. I'll
You may
let Quinn
introduce me as Captain Pikeard.
know. Very well.
Are we going to all like go down
Yeah.
together, or are we going to do it in like an order?
It's Lieutenant. We best keep it Styles, Lieutenant Styles.
It's William. It's William Booth.
Very, very well. Perhaps you
Styles will
should
be
just
fine.
introduce yourselves then. I'll go tell Quinn to silence the crowd. Are you ready?
Oh shit! I don't think I have my spell that makes loud noises. Fuck. Can either of you like do a spell where it's like you boom your voice out and do an announcement?
Can't you just shout? Why do you have to use magic, you lazy son of
Yes,
a bitch?
It's more impactful.
I can put a spell on you that will make your voice boom.
Oh, I don't know about that. You said that in a weird way. I don't trust you.
I could do a spell? Yeah. Sounds a bit sketch.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's thaumaturgy, isn't it? I don't have thaumaturgy. God damn it! Fuck!
Yeah, I've got
I've
nothing.
promised you.
I'll just shout. It'll be fine.
Yes.
As the maid leaves the room and you prepare yourself, Ellie
Oh,
jumps
that was a
from
woman.
the pile of clothes. Get Ben. You've invited 3,000 people. They're all going to sound the bloody same.
Oh, wait. Hey, come back. Yeah, you do need to introduce us. I was going to do a thing, but I don't have the thing. So,
Okay, what does Quinn need to say?
I'm Lord Oswald Hellborn of Crossbows and Roses.
Yes.
This here is
Captain Pikeard.
Captain Pikeard. Just okay. And then this here, with sporting his new haircut, is
Lieutenant style.
Lieutenant William Booth.
If you insist.
William Booth. Very well. If you'd like to come to the stairs. You see she hurriedly goes down. Just before you leave the room, Ozzy, Ellie jumps from a pile of clothes that you've thrown out of your suitcases onto the floor of this spare room. And she jumps up and wraps around your shoulder.
Nice.
Sort of creating a...
Like a dragon neck
scarf.
scarf.
Yeah. You hear quiet downstairs.
Honestly, it's normally better with music. I'll show you later.
Master Gert, would you like to introduce yourself first, or would you like me to do it?
Oh, they all know me. I'm Gert, guys. Gert Barnex, host of the party. Find me
Ladies
later if you need anything to keep it going, you know.
and gentlemen, thank you for coming this evening. You have already met Gert Bartlax, your honourable host. However, there are 3 more gentle figures who wish to welcome you to their party. The first, Lord Oswald Hellborn of the Crossbows and Roses.
First, I thought I was going to go last. Fuck!
Please raise your glass for him.
I walk out with a flurry and do a spin at the top of the stairs, and as I do, 3 dancing lights fly out of my arms and spin around me, and
Nice.
my rainbow silk gown flows, revealing my chiseled body and tight boxer shorts.
You hear some of the females in the crowd swoon as others cheer, and just there's a general, you're walking into like this, the anticipation of a grand evening. People are already drinks in their hands, small canapes going round, and there is clapping and applause as you descend.
As I'm descending down, the lights are sort of like spinning around, and I use minor illusion as I'm sort of gliding. There's like flurries of like butterflies coming out of my fingers and like out of the jacket, and just colours and
Very nice.
like little puffs of smoke, and just like really like flamboyant descent.
Very nice. Thank you, honourable host Oswald. The next person to enter the party is Captain Pikeard.
And I sort of make my way down, and I wave my hand like the Queen. I just do like a...
There are subtle nods of appreciation, people recognising your uniform. You see a few of the guests from the High Quarters are also in uniforms similar to yours. And you come down and join the party. And finally, the leader of the group,
What?
the host,
Pikeard turns in shock.
What the
Lieutenant William Booth.
Styles, fucking pay this man off.
I would just walk smartly down the stairs, and as I get to the last step onto the ground, I would like snap to attention and just do a polite gentleman's bow and walk through the crowd.
the crowd parts ways as you pass through, making your way to main table and helping yourself to another glass.
As he does, can I just do something before? As he like, snaps his heels to attention, can I use Mage Hand to like pull his hat down from behind him?
Of course you can.
Perfect.
And then I go, oh god, look at his hair!
You do that, and as you do, there is silence across the crowd for a moment before a small voice calls up. That's my work, that is. Come to me, Bilbo the Barber. And you hear this small chorus of whispers. Oh, yes, look at his hair. Look at his hair. There's an instant
Yeah, look at his hair.
appreciation.
Fuck it out.
One of the women says, oh, it's so bulbous and round.
What?
You hear people whispering, and you see a few people come over to Bilbo and begin talking to him in the corner. It appears hairstyles of the rich and noble, no matter how they are attractive.
Hairstyles of the rich and the famous.
And with that, the butler ushers the guests onto an evening of revelry and delight. The guests, go on.
I would just,
If you'd like to make a speech.
yeah, well, not a speech so much, but just
Speech.
I would just say as we all enter, and, welcome to the manor of Lord Herringer. The Mr. Men are looking after this place while he's away, and we hope
And a fine job you done too.
Thank you. We hope you enjoy your evening of food, revelry, entertainment, and a little mischief, if you fancy it.
There's cheers from the crowd. Way.
Please relax, drink, get merry. Treat this night as though it might be your last on this godforsaken world. Enjoy.
And with that, there is a cheer from the crowd, and you hear, even from outside the house, the noise of the stage coming to life. The bards that are dotted around begin to play. People begin to talk. You see people head off and explore the house in different chambers. And after a short time, the four of you are together. Your plans have been successful.
What? Did you pay that Queen guy to say that you were the leader? You're not the fucking leader.
Actually, he can tell style and class.
Style and
What
class.
took you so long? I had to do a dance and everything just to
You
keep...
didn't have to do anything, Gert.
I did. They were all looking at me because of the silence and that.
They were looking at you because you were being weird and dancing.
Well, yeah, but... Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, party's officially started now that the hosts have arrived. Now what?
Where would you like to go? What would you like
I
to
don't
do?
know.
I don't know if I've ever been to a party like this.
I
So
think I need to get in the mood a bit. You know.
what do you get in the mood?
You want some
What is it?
You want some?
mushrooms?
Oh,
Mushrooms. I feel like I need to be a little bit more focused, at least for now. I feel like that's more of an end of the night vibe, you know? I'm just gonna stick with the alcohol for now. But actually, do I have any drugs?
God, here we go.
great start.
You're like, I have one drug from session 1. What does it do?
I do.
Oh, what you got?
I've got Shadow Black Sage. An upper downer, it says. It's the last of my remaining drugs. I don't know what it is.
Oh, they're the best kind.
Oh, you know what it is?
Nothing ever went wrong with
No,
Paul
see,
saying.
when you don't know what it is, it's the best kind.
Well, I'll save it for a bit later on. After I've
Alright, yeah.
mingled a little bit.
Very well. Where would you like to go? Would you like to stick together? Would you like to split up? The dining hall is beginning to fill with people coming round and picking food from the table. You see the maids coming back and forth from the kitchen, bringing different platters. The bards are coming round and just chatting with the guests and letting them know that the stage is around the back and to bring their coin purses because there will be displays like they've never seen before.
I would try and find Bilbo and have a word with him if I could.
Okay. After searching round, sort of in and out of the house and into the outdoor areas, you see he is relaxing in one of the custom-made pools by Gert. And there are a few people in there in different sections, but currently he is basking just down into his undergarments, relaxing. His arms up on the side where the vines sort of twist around. He has a glass in his hand of a fizzy wine.
Bilbo, I hope you're enjoying the night's festivities.
Oh, Master Styles. Oh, yes, very much so. Thank you. You announcing the hairstyle like that is... I've already had 6-7 people say that they want to come to me tomorrow. I'm gonna have to watch what I drink.
It's the least I can do. Do you have any tools of your trade on you?
Oh no,
Okay.
no, I wouldn't bring anything like that to a party. I'm here to relax.
I did
Why?
hear some of the higher lords saying that they would pay good money to have that haircut tonight, and I think as the host, if I could pay for the service, it would do if they could get it done in the next half. Just a few of them, of course. We won't like it to become. There's a fine line between common and popular. So if you could, and I slip him 20 gold pieces and say if you could offer it to 2 or 3 of the higher gentlemen, and don't force it on them. But if they choose to participate, it's up to you. As I said, there's a fine line between common and popular. So,
very well. I'll search for some scissors. This is too much, though. This is far too much.
No, you're a craftsman, and I thought I robbed you earlier, sir.
Oh, not at all. Well, I'll. And he sort of begins to climb out, grabbing a towel from the side and sort of drying himself off. I'll get to work now.
Just as I say, 1 or 2, popular and common, fine line.
Yes, of course, Master Styles, of course. He heads off back into the house.
Good.
And I would be holding my hat under my arm now, proudly showing my hairdo.
Cool.
Good. That guy over there. Doesn't he run the Silver Dragon Inn? Isn't that the place that you flooded?
Oh, yeah, it was funny, that.
He didn't know it was you, right?
No, I don't think so, no.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I'm gonna go find some people to check you, I think. And I'll maybe look out for the stonemasons.
The stonemasons, yeah, of course. So they are. So Clifton, Miss Splitter, and Dane Mowbray. Clifton is. Where is he? Oh, nope, not that Clifton. As you wander around, exploring, you find them in...
Left pod.
Ah,
Oh, that's Clifton Clay.
that's Clifton Clay. I don't think they came. Just imagine they're here. There's a lot of
I know,
names.
is the one above.
No,
the-
Dane
it's
Mowbray is in
maze.
here. Yeah, Dane Mowbray is in the study, and Clifton is in the maze. So the study's probably easier. Or would you like to go to the maze? It's up to you.
Yeah, so I'll chat with Mowbray.
There's a clown behind you.
Dane Mowbray.
So you walk around, and coming into the study, you see Dane Mowbray. You've asked around a couple of the... Obviously, so these are people that you wouldn't know. So when you go to find people and when you want to talk to people, you've asked a few of the maids, you've asked the butlers to sort of point out and whisper in your ear. It's common etiquette in parties like this for the butler to be like your right-hand person, the person who says, oh, well, this is so-and-so from this area and this is so-and-so from there. They're the people with the knowledge. They're the people who've done the study.
Yeah.
As you come in, you see a elderly male human. He looks to be late 80s, early 90s. Long grey wavy hair, pockmarked skin. He's wearing the stonecutters sort of smocks, a deep stone grey, but you can tell this is something where this is like a formal wear for them. He has the emblem of the stonemasons guild on his left side, and he is sat in one of the study chairs, relaxing with a whiskey in one hand and watching a clown juggle in front of him. He sort of looks up as you come in.
Welcome
Care to have
the
a seat?
party, sir. Yeah, do you mind if I sit down with you, have a little pipe, maybe?
Of course not, you're the host.
Thanks,
Pipe,
sir.
you say?
Oh, yeah, would you like to partake?
I will certainly partake.
I've got a milder
I
variety.
haven't lived
if you
90
like.
years without trying a few things here and there, you
Oh,
know?
yeah. It's probably been a while since I've been to the guild myself. I am
Oh, guild member.
part of the... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's probably been 300 plus years since I've been, though.
300 years.
Oh, yeah. Been a while.
Are you,
Wow.
you're being serious?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't look it, do I?
No, not at all. I am a wreck of a human, and I've only lived a third of your age.
Yeah. Scales, you see. Don't crack.
That's a secret, is it?
Yeah.
Well, where were you positioned? Where did you work?
Oh, you know,
The guild
here and
stretches all
there.
across the empire.
I did a lot of work around this city myself.
You don't say.
Oh, yeah.
Which buildings?
I did that. What's the one that we broke into? That was at the library.
The library one.
I worked on the library a bit.
The library. He sort of takes a sip from his drink. That is a grand piece of architecture. The stonemasonry is second to none.
Yeah, you know, it's
It's,
only like second workers level, but yeah, it paid my dues.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Master Gert, wasn't it?
Yeah, Gert Bartlex.
I'm Dane Mowbray.
Would you
It would
like
be,
some?
Oh, of course. He begins to cough as the smoke sort of exhales. The clown, seeing that his attention has now gone, sort of bows out, putting his hand out first. Dane sort of locked eyes with you, Gert.
I kind of spent all my money on the party.
The clown sort of mimes an upset face and walks
I
out.
give him a little mushroom.
You see him sort of drop it in the bin before he exits. Master Gert, it would be fascinating if you could come to the guild and perhaps do some talks on stonemasonry of that time. There are so many skills and techniques that have been lost over the years.
I mean, some people said I was the most stonemason that they knew, so yeah.
I see. I see. Wow, fascinating.
I'd be happy to. Absolutely no problem. Come down, see some of the boys, see what new techniques have been made, eh? Been at it for a while.
Have you heard of a double-ended chisel?
No, it's dangerous.
No. Actually speeds the workflow up.
You're having me on, aren't you?
He begins to laugh. Looks like I can't
like
pull
you,
the wool
Dave.
over your eyes. Well, you begin
Been
to
nice
just...
chatting anyway. I'll better mingle a little.
Oh, you're leaving so soon?
Well, you know, might come back round. Got some other people to introduce myself to in that.
Of course. The host is always the busiest person.
Indeed. And I am the main host, remember.
Of course. Man of your talents.
Yeah,
I will
spent
let
a
the
lot on
others
this.
know.
Every penny I own, I spent on this.
It's a fantastic job. It honestly is.
Well, it's a gesture to the people in it.
What did you say?
It's a gesture to the people in it.
Oh, I thought you said the people in it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, in it.
Yes. What a fantastic payback for all your hard work, but... such an intriguing fellow. I'm glad I came.
Good. Glad. Bye.
Sort of leave him sitting in his chair, swilling his whiskey. He has a second puff from your pipe before he leaves, and you see his eyes just sort of begin to haze over slightly. Perhaps too strong for him. Captain Pikeard, where are you spending the party?
I think. Well, I would have moved to the study, but Gert's in there being all Gertie, so.
Yes, come to the door.
I'm probably gonna move to. Let's see who's where. I'm gonna move to the parlour.
Okay.
Parlour seems like a nice, classy place to be.
That's where I was going to go.
You enter the parlour and you see Madame Verity and Alira Fawn catching up, actually. Both with large glasses of wine, talking, sat in the comfortable chairs in here. There is also the long table in here has been sort of turned into a drinking small canapé section. The main food and meats is in the dining hall, but here there are lighter bites to eat. And they are sitting talking. And as you enter, they look up and smile. And then Ozzy barges in behind you.
Good evening, ladies. Oh. Hi, Mr. Ozzy.
Mr. Packer, sorry, I'm interrupting.
No, of course not. I was just going to introduce myself to these fine females.
Oh, well, allow me. This is Madame Verity.
Yes.
Pleasure.
The Madam of the Silver Garter.
Ah. Well, you've done
She
us a
stands
service.
up and extends her hand to you. Captain Pikeard, isn't it?
It surely is. I am Captain Pikeard. I am the host of this party, the main host, and the leader of the Mr. Men.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I can see that you're the leader after sending Ozzy to do your dirty work.
Oh, yes, and he is my dirtiest boy.
He does it so well.
She sort of looks at you and there's a glint in her eye. I'd imagine he is.
I mean, he's not wrong,
Yes.
to be fair, yes. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yes, most women have to get themselves checked after an evening with Master Ozzy.
That's not true. Good. He's full of jokes, this Pikeard, you know. We always say he's the comedian of the group. Always got the humor. And you remember Alira?
Alira.
She's from the Cartographers Guild. She was the.
Of course he remembers.
Oh, yes.
It was only a day ago.
How could I forget that stern face?
I'm really glad you made it. I didn't think you were gonna.
Good evening, Alira.
I didn't think you were gonna make it.
Well, I was sent, actually, so...
Wait, what?
I'm here on Anaxi's behalf as a guild representative. Unfortunately, is busy prepping maps for the war.
Oh, Well, I mean, don't sound too disappointed in the fact it's going to be a brilliant party. You'll be.
Well, I'm glad I came.
Ah.
I haven't caught up with Madame Verity in a long time.
Do you two know each other?
And they look at each other with a smile. Yes, we do actually.
Miss Thorne. Did you used to work for Madame Verity?
No, I did not.
Not at all.
We were friends in college, actually.
Oh. Right.
Ozzy. And Madame Verity just sort of looks across, a smile on her face, knowing that the faux pas you've just done.
Yeah. I didn't mean anything of it, Lyra. Yeah. Really glad you could make it though. It's gonna be a good party, and I'll catch up later. Bye. I'm back out the door.
as Ozzy sort of ducks out, Alira and Madame Verity come to you, Pikeard, and they sort of link your arm. Perhaps, Master Pikeard, you could show us around a little bit.
Well, I suppose as the main host, that would be my duty, so
It would.
let us be off.
And you lead them out of the parlour in a direction of your choosing.
I
like
want to
to-
go past. I want to go past Ozzy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like to think
and then as I'm like going past him, just go.
what the fuck?
Ozzy, as you're in the corridor, you see guests mingling to and fro. Where would you like to move to now you've been
I just like
shunted by them?
staring,
blocks.
staring at the back of Pikeard like, how did he do that? Damn, Pikeard's got some game. I'm gonna. I'll have like a wander about, and then I'd like to bump into Serana. Is it Serana? Is she here?
Yeah, she is here. She is in
Yeah,
the
so I'd
pods
like
on the
wander.
left.
I'd wander around, go into check out one of these pods that that gets crafted.
Gets created.
And like walk.
Yeah.
And look. Wow, this place. Ah. The
You find her
Oh, go on.
sitting quietly in one of the pods. She has her staff. The headdress that you saw her in, it's a smaller rendition of it, and she's currently in a pod by herself, just sitting calmly.
You're the lady from the temple, Temple of Pelor, right?
Yes, have we met before?
Oh,
You're in disguise.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I passed by a while back. It must be a while ago now.
Oh, I see.
I was looking.
This is a splendid party, and I thank you for the invite.
You are most welcome. Any followers of the gracious Pelor is welcome at our party.
Well, I will ask him to shine down on the celebrations.
Oh, I should have done that. Yeah, if you won't mind, because I forgot.
Do not fear. I am in the process of communicating with him now.
Oh, really?
Yes, I like to sometimes sit and send my thoughts up to the heavens above, especially when the sun dips below the horizon.
Right.
Followers like myself find that a good time just to reconnect and regroup.
Okay. Well, will you do me a favor?
Of course.
While you're, chatting with him, we just mention Ozzy says hi. And,
As he says hi.
just let him know that Just let him know that we'll be soon going after Scarrick. And if there's
I
any...
assume it will mean more to him than it does to me.
Oh, yeah. If there's ever a time for him to look over us and guide us, now would be the time. You don't know what it means.
She sort of looks at you inquisitively. And then, as the gentle breeze that sort of moves through the vines and the trees, blows open your gown.
Whoa! Whoops.
She
Sorry, my lady.
reaches out before you close it and touches your chest. This marking. Have you been touched before?
I mean,
There's something here.
this. Oh, I thought you were going in a totally different direction. My apologies. I have, yeah.
Interesting.
It was,
The Lord has a way of guiding people together, aligning the rays, aligning the paths so that people meet who should meet. Perhaps tomorrow you should come down to the temple.
she being like, she being sexy? Or is Ozzy misreading this?
I think Ozzy's probably misreading it a little bit.
He's always misreading it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can pop by the temple. He has his way of bringing people together, that's right.
Indeed. I will ask him about this evening.
He gave me this. He touched me.
That's that's a special gift.
It was a special touch.
Never leave.
One that shouldn't be turned away from.
It'll only do more damage.
Yeah, you got that right, because it's troubled times. And, yeah, I did kind of, let's say, stray from the path a little bit. And, well, ended up losing a good friend.
I see.
Who is Scarrick, who we're gonna go rescue. So tell him to watch over us. Please.
Reading the manuscripts and the teachings of Pelor, he always tells us, no matter how far into the darkness you are, there is always a way back to the light. Remember that, Ozzy.
Oh yeah, I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah. Noted.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, said Thomas Cornwalls.
They're in different
fighter
pods.
skills.
Well, good luck with your meditating and chatting to Pello. I don't know if
Perhaps
it's
tonight he will respond.
Perhaps. I don't know if it's your vibe, but in some of the bedrooms there's some courtesans. Like, if you fancy just, like, letting your hair down a little bit.
Ozzy, I'm a high priest of Pelor.
Yeah, I can't remember if, like, it was, like, frowned upon in the religion or not, but, yeah. Pello doesn't
Perhaps
judge.
you need to read your teachings again.
Perhaps. Anyway, bye.
It's Ned Flandering it. Styles, now you've sent Bilbo to do his work. Where are you heading?
I would be just passing through, mingling the dining room, the parlour, just.
There was a
as
kinky
they were
golf
mine.
courtesan.
Yeah, not yet. I'm pacing myself. Yeah, but I would be now. I would have the hat under my arm. Probably.
You begin to
staying
get
off
a
my
few
new-
comments and a few people Oh, I love the hair. Absolutely fabulous. Did you know it's not often you see a new style in Greyhawk? So many people just fall into the same old ruts.
Well, I had to trust. I fancied something new for this evening. I had to trust Bilbo. He really is an artist, underappreciated. Some would say
A true craftsman.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to let the. It's that needs the praise. Really, I'm more of the marble. I'm the marble that he's crafted
Yes,
this out.
but a good artist needs a good model.
Yes. Yes.
Shame he didn't find
I,
one.
What was that?
Said the D&D pigeon.
Yes, I do like it. It's fresh. It's fresh. I hope you're enjoying the party.
It's fabulous, yes. It's been a long time since we've been up to the lodge. The Lord hasn't had a party in many, many moons. Was there a reason he wasn't at the party?
He's gone to his country estate to recoup. He's just he's having a break from city life. He's been here for a few years, and he's a hunter, so country estate and hunting. I think the call came to him, and he's gone off. He will return, no doubt.
I understand.
Yes.
So, no talk of illness or anything then?
No, he's quite well. He's quite well.
Good to hear.
No wonder he'll
Always good
come
to
back
hear.
more revived. Yes, that crunchy hair will do him good. If there was anything, he will be better once he's returned.
Yes, the city can bring you down, can't it? Nice of him to leave it in such capable hands as well, though. People that like to open up and share, you know.
Well, this wonderful house, it needed airing, it needed showing off again. I understand his parties in the past were quite wonderful, so hopefully we'll do it justice.
Well, you're doing great so far. Carry on. And
Thank you. Please try the canapes.
I will. And you see the lord that you've spoken to, one of the upper nobility, wander off and pick a canapé from one of the maids and shoving it into his mouth, spilling a little bit onto the floor, as they do. Disregard.
There's a bit of flavour every time, like I walk past like some canapes, I'll take one for myself, and then I also take one for Ellie and like chuck it up in the air and like let her catch it as she's on my shoulder.
She is enjoying the food. The change from the wild hunting, the seagulls, the robins, and such. And after a few hours of sort of being with you, she begins to wander off on her own. And as you're passing the dining hall, you see she sort of leaps from your neck, diving onto a platter before like absolutely shredding a chicken on there. Some of the guests are like, "Oh,
Atta
do you
girl,
call it
Ellie.
that?" You see she begins to sort of do the classic reptilian action of breaking its neck just to make sure it's dead, before throwing it onto the floor and then ducking under the table and eating it.
Oh, don't mind her. She's fine. She doesn't bite.
You see one of the people near the table, he is... Tell you... He looks over to you. Oh, she likes the meat then. That's good to see. My name's Ferrin. Ferrin Greenhill.
Ferrin Greenhill. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm from the Butcher's Guild. I supplied the meat for this evening.
Oh, so you did. It's going down really well. Thank you very much.
I'm glad. Thank you for your hearty payment. It's been a while since we put a feast on like this, especially at the lodge. The Lord used to supply a lot of meat to nobility.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, he's. I don't think he's been supplying so much recently. He's come under a bit of hard time, so he's taking a bit of a break.
A spike in business from our end. I mean, not that I'm grumbling, but it is a little odd.
Of course. No, yeah, sure. His smoker has been used recently for other things, so it's been out of action.
See, it's bad when your business goes down. I was chatting to that. Olaf, that was his name. The guy who runs the Silver Dragon. Yeah, he's been shut for a few days. Problems with his plumbing and stuff like that, I believe.
Oh, you don't. I heard about this. There was some kind of like flood or something.
Yeah, people said there's shit everywhere. To be fair.
Wow.
And he sort of bends over one of the hams that are there, just grabbing a large handful with a fork and knife. Ferrum is a stout gentleman, fat around the middle, and you can tell that he's the best of his product. He takes a large bite of the ham and then throws a piece under the table to Ellie. Fantastic beast you got there.
Oh,
I've never seen one like this before.
I mean, I would not refer to Ellie as a beast. She's a companion.
Companion, I see. My apologies. I didn't mean to offend.
Not in like a sexy way. Just a friend. We're just friends.
No, I didn't mean in a sexy way either. I see.
She's travelled
a
with
fine
me
friend you've got.
all across Greyhawk, the continent, not just the city. We even went to space once.
Man. Space?
Yep.
What's that then?
Have you ever wondered what's beyond the skies?
Well, just the gods.
And space. Met some gods too. Most of them are
I never
dicks.
thought about that before, really. He sort of looks at you. I see. I'm just gonna get some more food then.
Okay. Bye.
You find that your openness about your adventures can often just be too much for the simple mind of a city folk. Their problems lie in business and the rulings of the city, social etiquette. Their minds don't expand too much to the skies. Well, most people anyway.
Is there any... Obviously the courtesans have gone into the bedrooms.
Ah, yes, the
Are there
maids.
Are there any, like...
Yeah, so...
sexy maids?
everywhere, basically.
Okay.
So you have your maids who arrived first, who are obviously serving the food, bringing out the platters, running back and forth to the kitchen. But then the women that first came in the fur coats and the men, since you ordered the selection, they have taken off their outside attire, and around the house are skimpily clad, attractive men and women stood often handing out the drinks or just helping people with general directions or other things that they may need. You've seen a few portly gentlemen wandering past with a petite lady and very, very little.
What I would do then, after my multiple failed attempts of blending with the upper echelons of Greyhawk, I would walk past one of the waiters, grab like a bottle of wine or something from it, and then just walk and grab one of the grab a maid and then grab another maid. I'm like, come on, we're out for a swim, and just drag him and run with him to the pool and just go jump in the pool with them.
Very well. They move happily and you find a pool secluded enough where there aren't
This
others.
is more like it. Just start drinking the wine with him.
Very well. Pikeard, you've shown Madame Verity and Illyra around the premises, observed the maze, the pools, the pods, spent some time at the stage where they pondered on a woman who had set up a small stool in the center of the stage. She began to dance around it, long streamered ribbons in hand, before pulling out a bow.
From
As
where?
she pulled the bow out, a clown from behind the stage. As she pulls out the bow, the few people in the audience, including Olaf, yourself, and the ladies, stop. This entertainment seems to have taken a turn. It's moved from just dancing to something more interesting. A clown comically pulls out a large apple. Taking a bite of it, he puts it on his head and stands from his sleeve, of course.
Where did that come from?
It's a magic clown, okay? He stands at one end of the stage, placing the apple in his head and looking to the audience in mockery and charm. The lady begins to knock an arrow and point it towards the apple. And people are tense, people are intrigued. And then she smiles. She puts the bow and arrow on the floor, holding it with her feet before somersaulting onto the stool and arching her legs over backwards. She is now holding the the bow with her feet and knocking the arrow with her other toe. You see as her head is craned up, she peers, concentrating on the clown. She pulls back the arrow and looses it. The arrow flies, stabbing into the apple, pinning it to the back. The crowd go wild, and Madame Verity and Alira are fully impressed. Madame Verity turns to you. Did you see the flexibility there, Master Pikeard? That was impressive skills.
Yes, I'll admit it was quite impressive, but I'd like to see her do that on the deck of a ship, bobbing in the waves.
Well, that would be another element to the show.
Yes, indeed.
Have you ever thought of choreographing theatre?
Theatre? No, of course not. A man of my talents is better served at sea, and there aren't many theatres at sea.
A lot of seamen, no?
Absolutely dripping in seamen.
Interesting choice of words. Do you ever get wet yourself, Captain Pikeard?
All the time. It splashes me in the face when I stand on the deck.
Oh, I see.
On the dick?
It is rather salty, though, isn't it?
Wait a minute. Are you being rude?
Oh, Master Pike, Captain Pikeard. I would never be rude to a captain.
Good.
Not until I've seen his telescope, anyway.
Yes. Well, I do have a telescope, obviously, as a captain. And of course, it's very salty when it splashes in your face and goes in your mouth. And all those things are normal things.
Lyra is just like howling at this point, and Madame Verity is managing to keep it under control. She just laughs, and she asks you, "Will you be drinking this evening, Captain Pikeard?"
I will be drinking no evening.
Oh, I see. Abstinent. A great quality in a captain.
One of many.
Well, you don't mind if me and Alira grab another one, do you? They're going down so well.
So long as you do not plan on operating heavy machinery, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, we'll be operating some machinery later, but it'll be thick rather than heavy.
Well, I'm not quite sure.
She's talking about sex!
As long as it's not a ship, I'm sure
And they
it'll be
sort
fine.
of walk off just laughing and leave you at the stage.
Peculiar creatures.
Women.
Women.
As I'm wondering about the rooms and stuff, I'm using Druidcraft as I pass by, like flowers bloom and seed pods like pop out and stuff like that. So like the room almost reacts to me entering.
Nice. As you're walking around the outside of the building, sort of creating these instances, these small intricacies in your design, you bump into Hilda, one of the herbalists. She sees what you're doing. he sees what you're doing. He is a male halfling in his middle years, long black hair and golden skin, and he has a large pipe. This is some interesting work you've got going here.
Oh,
These
thank
vines, did you grow them yourself?
you. Yeah, I kind of collect things like that and put them in my bag, and then, it came and ended to spread around here, and then I just kept on multiplying it. It's handy with magic and herbalism in it. You got any magic yourself?
Magic in the art of mixing the finest herbs and alchemical components you can imagine, sir. I am renowned as one of the best potion creators in Greyhawk. That's why I'm one of the members of the guild.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm not
And
a
a
guild
pleasure
member
to meet
myself, but I do dabble in herbalism.
And these rare collections, you say? I'm a bit of a collector myself. Can I ask where you've been? What samples you've found?
Here and there. I don't really know the names necessarily, I just know what they do, if you know what I mean.
Right, it'd be a pleasure to pick your brain later.
Oh yeah, have a look in my bag if you like.
Oh, intriguing. Just before we delve deep, the Lord, did he leave any special recipes before he left?
Oh, I don't know about that. Where would they be?
Oh, no matter. What's in the bag then?
We've got lots.
He begins to look through your bag, and you spend some time.
Have a little bit of sort of kind of peppery-ish one. It's lovely.
Testing different mushrooms, and he takes some of them as samples, pulls out a small pocket notebook, and writes down notes, draws some quick sketches and that sort of thing while you're discussing. Who is free? You're busy with hookers.
Yeah, we'd just be like splashing about in the pool,
Yeah.
just like getting silly.
Yeah, getting silly.
You know how it is.
Time goes
What did
on.
we
Go on.
What do we do with the firework? Just got them still, have we?
You've got fireworks, yeah. I've got firework list.
Yeah, did we-
Them off after Kurt does a sesh.
So,
Aussie even.
What?
Master Styles.
Aussie you could
You
do a
have
performance and it could be
the fireworks, and
people outside for it.
I have a number of what you have, but these are the ones that you purchased if you have a look in your
Yeah.
compendium. Captain Pikeard, as you're leaving the stage and heading back into the main house, you pass by the pods, and as you pass by, you hear a call from inside.
Hello?
Masterpiece! You are a masterpiece! And
I'm
peering
sorry.
out from one of the pods is a middle-aged human with thick curls of dark hair that fall over a fancy frilled shirt and a flamboyant jacket. His instant decor and dress remind you of Ozzy. He is holding in his hand a paintbrush, and in his other hand a palette. I must paint you. Are you... My gosh. You're one of the hosts. You're Captain Pikeard, aren't you?
Well, I'm the main host. Yes, I'm the leader of the Mr. Men, Captain Pikeard.
So many layers, so many intricacies. My name is Rembrandt.
Ah,
I've
Rembrandt.
set up a little studio in this pod. I was invited by a fellow on a cart earlier, and I thought, what a fascinating place to capture the evening and the likenesses of all these many people. May I paint you, sir?
Oh, I don't know, Rembrandt. I'm very busy this evening.
The moonlight in here catches my subjects perfectly. And, I do have a technique to see inside the person. Really capture their personality.
Well, you're going to need a big brush because I have a lot of personality.
Oh, I have many brushes, sir. May
All
I
right,
take
then.
a few moments of your time?
A few, but let us make it hasteful.
You head into the pod and you see at one side of a rather larger pod where there is sort of a wooden vine bench around one side and a small stump of a tree in the other, creating a natural stool. The ivy and vines that arch over the top let the moonlight come down in such a way it forms a shaft of light directly on the stump. Just there, Captain Pikeard.
You want me on this stump?
Yes, which pose would you prefer?
Paint him like one of your French
The
guys.
captain's stance?
Well, yes, a classic captain stance would be nice.
Well, put one foot up and he comes and begins to place your boot and move your arm into a position. Now hold still. The first is just a sketch to outline the nature, and then we begin to add colour. Over the course of the next 15 minutes, he frantically draws and paints on the other side, his eyes darting from canvas to model. He has an intense expression, and as his brushstrokes get more frequent, more rapid, you can see glimmers of sweat beading on his forehead. As he finishes the picture, he is almost out of breath. Oh, I didn't know. You're not quite as you seem.
Yes, I suppose that could be said.
Do you care to see it, Captain?
Well, of course. Of course I wish to see it.
He turns the canvas round, and you see... Has that popped up for you? Don't need to add it to your journals.
Where? Popped up where? Yeah.
I will add it. If you have a look at Pikeard's portrait,
There it
you
is.
see
Wow.
Nice.
intricate painting capturing not only your form and look, but to your surprise, an inner nature not exposed to the general masses, not exposed to Rembrandt at least.
Oh, Rembrandt.
It's a classic. Do you like it, sir? I'm worried I have captured something that you perhaps don't like to show.
Well, although it could be argued that my visage is at times frightening, I have to say I admire the power on display.
Yes, it is. Some people would look at this and think that evil runs through you, but not me. I see there is confidence, there is leadership.
Yes. And a little something sexy in the eye, wouldn't you say?
I feel I've captured the likeness, yes.
Yes.
Would you take it, Captain?
Well, of course. Of course I will, and I shall hang it in my room.
It would honor me if you would. Ah, such an exciting evening.
Yes. You should wipe yourself off before you speak with anyone else.
Oh, you're right, I should clean my brushes. I don't want the paint to stain.
Yes. Might as well. I'll take this. Do you have a bag? Should I roll it?
You sort of,
Poster tube.
I'd hold it straight at least until the ink is fully dried.
Okay.
And then it should be fine for rolling.
Yep. Well, I'll just carry this out of here, fully extended, and it will stay with me for the duration. Thank you. Thank you, Rembrandt.
The pleasure was all mine, sir.
Oh, I'm sure it was Rembrandt. I'm sure it was.
You see his painter's smock now covered in greys and greens and pale whites. He wipes his forehead before slumping into the chair, exhausted from his work.
Well, I'll make my way like to an upstairs bedroom or somewhere where I can lay it flat.
You can hand it off to a maid if you wish. There are people who could take it, unless you wish to take it up yourself.
Do you know? I'll take it to the study and I'll lay it on a table. I'll take it myself.
As you come into the study, you see a frail, elderly man asleep in one of the chairs,
High as fuck.
snoring deeply.
I place the painting flat on a table and I say, "Now you guard this painting with your life, sir."
His eyes open for a second. Say what?
Guard it with your life.
Very well, mummy.
Right, well, as long as he guards it.
You head back out into the party. And before we move on to some other things, we'll take a quick break. Well, gentlemen, the party is moving on, and a random occurrence, as it does in the modern day nightclubs, you all meet up again
In the toilet.
in the dining room.
He's coming out of the
I'll
toilet.
tell you what, the food's great, guys, whoever organised that.
Oh, I did well. I'm a bit worried though. I only catered for 200-300 people, and there seems to be a bit few more here.
I walk in with two maids,
I heard there's 700.
arm in arm, and we're both like dripping
It
wet.
wouldn't surprise me.
And as we walk in, like squelch, 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 I use prestidigitation to dry us off, and then I go, see you soon, and slap her on the bum as they as they skirt off.
One of them whispers, "Does this get rid of infections too?"
Nope, we need to see a doctor for that. Hey guys, how you enjoying the party?
Oh, the party's great.
Fucking,
it's all right.
fucking awesome. You tried to pull, really good, really good. What happened to?
I did.
Oh, go on.
I did look late earlier. There seems to be some type of scum forming on the surface.
Sorry, did you say scum?
Yes,
Or-
scum.
Okay.
Scum.
What happens
Just
when you
one-
don't wash your links off for getting in hot tub?
I was in there with a spoon. It was great.
You know, put that, please, Jesus.
So, what happened to Madame Verdi?
Oh, that lady you left me with.
Did she get sexy with you?
He's like, you know I'm not one to kiss and tell, but definitely she did.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. Yes, we did. We did all the sexes. We sexed it everywhere.
Did you?
Yes.
Jesus, my man. All right. Well done,
And that
Pikeard.
other, as well as that
Really?
other lady. Yes.
No kidding. Alira.
Yes. Yes.
Damn, I thought she was like really uptight.
She was, but she soon loosened.
Jesus Christ, my God.
I had one on each hand like a DJ.
I thought we had something special, Captain.
Of course we do, Mr. Gert.
Oh yeah, are you cheated on Gert with Madame Verity and her little?
No,
Well,
me.
I know we were taking it slow and that, but
Miss-
I thought that it's a bit much.
Mr. Gert, I apologise if there's been any confusion, but you and I are not romantically linked in any way, shape, or form.
I thought we were. I thought we talked about
I thought
it.
you were.
Mr. Ozzy, you're not helping. You know he gets confused easily.
I do remember
I
something.
don't-
It happened
I
it
mean,
happened the day we met.
sometimes. What?
See?
There was a little spark between you two.
Awesome.
That
I
was
thought there was something, you know. It's
Of course there was
like,
something, Mr.
like,
Gert.
it's-
Admiration for your captain.
yeah.
Obviously, I give off a very, attractive visage, as most leaders do. And you might have got caught up in that, swept up in...
Yeah, that's
in what I was putting out
that's
there,
what it
but-
was,
Well,
yeah.
the thing is, Gert, this modern gentleman like Captain Pikeard here is a man of many relationships. It's the modern way of doing things. You don't tie yourself down to one partner. You have multiple.
Polyamory, I think.
modern
it's
word.
called, isn't it?
That's correct. So that's maybe the.
Modern way of doing it. You've always done it that way, haven't you?
I'm a modern gentleman.
Yeah.
I set the trend. I set the trend of multiple
Yes,
partners.
Come on then, Ozzy.
A bit like my hairstyle.
Just as you're about to break off, the butler Quinn comes up to you. Sirs, there are two people at the doors. I'm not sure if you want me to let them in or not.
Everyone's welcome.
Who are they?
Wait,
Oh,
who are they?
Who are they?
They are calling themselves Gavin and Davin.
Gavin, let them in
No,
right away.
send them away.
They are quite oddly dressed. If you'd like to.
No, they are most certainly welcome. Pikeard, don't be rude. They are
Very
welcome.
well.
They're going
He
to
sort of
upset
signals
the
to one of the
party.
doormen, and the doorman opens the double doors, which open onto this dining hall, and you see stood there the two strapping young men of Gavin and Davin. One has a fine suit jacket and shirt. The other has the fine suit pants and shoes, and the alternating halves are just their normal clothes. Ozzy, we made it.
Gavin and Davin, you made it.
Yeah.
Good to see you, friends.
They weren't going to let us in.
It's all right. It's all right. You know somebody here who's cool.
They come in and they sort of like greet you and hug you and wow, this is really special. What's this for?
Well,
Celebration, a party.
yeah. Sometimes you just gotta let your hair down. I'll look at Styles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow, Styles, that's cool.
It's
Yes,
You don't have to
Oh,
lie to
knife.
him. Oh,
And they
Put that
pull out
away.
this dagger, and some of the guests are like, to be fair, around the buffet table, as sometimes happens in parties like this, there is the swarm of the labourers and the union members, the middle class, lower class people who are indulging on food that they possibly don't get that many chances to get. As well as the butcher. As soon as Gavin and Davin pull a knife, a few of them instantly get their guard up, and there's a bit of to and froing before they see they're with you, and perhaps this is part of the party.
While it's there, I take the knife and I look round at the table. Is there any cakes or anything? Any pies, any pastry?
Yeah, there's a full spread of food, whatever you want.
So I take the knife. Just what I needed. Thank you, Gavin and Davin. And I go to the nearest pie and start cutting it up. I'm like, please, people, enjoy.
Styles, It's not an eating knife, that one. The oil
Right,
we've
nice
used
to find.
won't go well with the food.
It's okay. We'll blame it on something else now, and then
It's
I'll
made
put it under
from
my.
boiled intestines.
Yep. So's the pie.
It's gut oil.
I'm glad I don't eat.
Well, if it's gut oil, it'll be edible. It'll be fine.
Why are you making daggers out of gut oil?
No, that stops the metal corroding, you see.
That's weird.
It's actually.
Why don't you just use stainless steel?
blacksmithing. What's stainless steel?
It's like this metal
Why you
that doesn't rust.
Why don't you just 3D print one?
I know things. I know metal things.
How would you create this stainless steel?
I don't know. You just buy it. It's just steel that's stainless. Yeah, they sell it in the shops. It doesn't rust. It's great.
I've never seen anyone.
Why would
sell
you
it
use a
for
metal
free.
that rusts?
Gavin and Davin sort of look at each other. I think he means silver.
No.
Nope.
Everyone knows Aussie silver doesn't hold an egg.
They begin to.
I don't know, I used to use
tuck
magic.
into the food. Oh, this is a fine spread you've got.
It is. I
Let's
mean,
have
help
some of this
yourself.
pie.
Eat and drink as much as you fancy. There's some corner.
Drink as well.
I stopped myself before saying there's corners up. There's nobody upstairs. Don't go upstairs. Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Upstairs is out of bounds.
You see
However,
Davin sort of looking at one of the maids across the room as he's sort of eating. He's like,
don't stare, Daffin.
"Oh,
Or you, Gavin.
sorry.
Which one are you?
Gavin's got the trousers and I've got the top."
Right. Top is Davin. Davin, don't stare. It's rude. If you want to talk to the
Okay.
lady, go over and talk to her. They're very friendly.
Okay. You see him sort of wander off, this chicken wing in his arm. He just stands in front of her and you see she smiles, understanding the kind of clientele that sometimes come to these parties, and she links his arm and begins to lead him away.
See?
Sort of brushing down his hair.
See, Gavin, they're very friendly. Even Davin's made a friend.
Oh. I'm not normally without him. I'll go after him. Double team.
That's gonna make for one interesting role-playing session.
That's gonna cost us.
Anybody checked out the stage yet? I hired some performers and bars and stuff. I don't know.
Maybe you should go do a little song.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I might be tempted into playing a couple of songs.
Yeah.
The evening at this point is getting on, and the atmosphere is really settling down. Well, not really settling in. Many people are now fairly intoxicated. They've had their fill of food. They're enjoying conversation. They've done all the socializing, and now they're ready to just let their hair down and go wild.
I'd make my way over to the stage area and see what's occurring.
Are you all going?
Yeah, and I'll
Yes.
be handing out shrooms as much as I can to everyone.
When you get to the stage, you see there's quite a gathering. The clowns and juggling acts have had their turn, and now it is the bards. And there's one who's just stepped up as another one's finished, and the crowd have cheered, and gold coins have been thrown. You recognise him, Ozzy, as Byrne, the person you'd spoken with last time, and who organised his troupe together and selected these people. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your grand atmosphere this evening. Thank you for your donations, and I hope they keep coming. Please, let me play you a little something that came to me in a dream. And he pulls his lute round and begins to play. And as he does, the crowd begin to just settle in, and
There's too many songs going on.
a few begin to there you go. A few begin to just sway gently and dance with each other. The people are taking the mushrooms off Gert, and the small glowing lights that emanate around have begun to sort of ebb and flow on the vines to create this almost like disco-like atmosphere. He plays his song, one Aussie that you actually recognise.
This was one of Froddy's, right?
Butterflies and zebras,
That's right.
That's a good version.
fairy tales.
It's got a nice voice.
That's all she ever thinks about.
He plays through, and the crowd cheer at the end, throw in coins onto the stage. And roses.
Bravo! Bravo!
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's our hosts are here. Ozzy, come on up.
Oh, I couldn't.
Come on.
Okay.
As you bound on the stage, he greets you and introduces you to the crowd. The great Ozzy Hellborn. Will you play us a song, Ozzy?
Oh, well, sure. Why not? I whip out my mandolin. Who knows where that came from? And
Just put your hand out like full sax.
and I would
The crowd go completely silent. You hear a cricket chirp in the distance.
the lights all turn and focus on me, spotlight, and I'll break into Beaver Fever. I don't have my guitar on me, so I can't do it for real.
I say, you can do
Beaver Fever.
Sweet Child Man.
You better believe it. Oh, I'll do Sweet Child
As
Man
you-
first then.
As you play, the crowd begin to chant and cheer. And
Go on, Gert, clap along.
you see a few of the audience members pointing and just like, they didn't know the host had so much talent. How did the rest of you react with Ozzy
Did
doing
you
his
say
thing?
that you had fireworks?
Yes, I have.
Oh, I've got an idea.
Come on, let's go.
Are you going to let him off afterwards, after his show at the finale, yeah?
I don't think it really matters, does it?
Well, I'll just let me know I've got a plan.
I'll go get them.
Okay. So I'm guessing we're disappearing while he's playing.
Yeah. You head back into the house to collect the fireworks, which I guess would be upstairs.
I
Get
have.
everything together.
We could set him off the roof.
Yeah, well, I have the small ones and the medium one. But look at this one. I pull the dragon out the.
Oh, it's perfect. I've
Set
got
one
a
off
plan
earlier
for that
and-
one.
Right up in Pikeard's face. Sweet child.
Is it really taking
Ozzy, not
loud?
Mike, I don't know. Sorry.
It's really loud. Yeah.
I've got a really good plan for it then. Are we
As,
doing it now? It sounds like he's about to finish.
Ozzy, as you're playing, you are just feeling the home of being on the stage, of performing, the feeling of happiness again.
Feels
Your
good. It's been a while.
memories or your thoughts and feelings of the current climate sort of dip, and then you feel something, an odd sensation in your chest, a panic. You miss a note as this feeling overwhelms you. You're not sure what it is at first. Wait, it's Ellie. Something's wrong.
Ellie? Wait. Hold up, guys. Ellie, has anybody seen Ellie? Pikeard, have you seen? Have you seen Ellie?
Your vision begins to almost distort and twist. You're trying to see Pikeard at the corner of the stage, but everything seems to be spinning. Your heart rate is picking up.
Oh, just Gert spiked me. What's... Pikeard, you seen Ellie?
Have you, Pikeard?
I didn't know if he could perceive me in this.
Yeah,
state.
he's shouting to you.
I say, no, I've not seen Ellie all evening. Have you seen my painting?
Painting? No. You had a painting?
Yes.
Why is your voice all weird?
Your
Ellie!
vision switches. You are at ground level. Your eyes only inches from the floor. There is hedgerows around you. You see a hooded figure turning a corner in a maze. And then the connection seems to fade.
Is that you? Have you put something in my drink?
The feeling goes.
Where am I? Am I on the floor?
You're still on the stage. Yeah,
Oh,
well, at
stood
this
on the
point,
stage in front of
you've
everyone.
dropped your
Pants?
mandolins in one hand, just sort of just stood, and everyone in the crowd is talking concerned.
And I'm like, Ozzy.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
I think I might have been sparked, or...
I'll ask you again, have you seen my painting?
Oh, wait, that was real.
Yes, I decided to yell at you mid-musical set. If you had seen my painting.
No.
It's
No,
very good.
I would like to see it, though. Where's Gert?
He toddled off with Styles.
Is he wearing...
Some
Did he change his clothes? Is he wearing a hood?
No. He was just here, you just saw him.
Baron, I'm sorry. Can you take over the rest of the set? I'm feeling a bit
And he
funny.
just begins to pick up and play the music and get the crowd going again.
Too many drugs, you know. Us rock stars. And I'll stagger off the stage, and I'm going to send a message to Gert. Gert, have you put something in my drink?
Oh, it's the end of the message. No, never would do that. I thought you know, if you ever wanted to do it, then and once it's cut off.
Pikeard, can I? What happened when I was on stage? Was I just playing, and then what happened?
I'll have to ask the DM for that one. What did I see?
So you saw Ozzy playing, and then a few of the notes go wrong until he just stopped altogether. His hand went like over his chest as if he was in pain, and then he just looked at you and obviously said, "Where's Ellie?" Before almost staggering towards you. You had to support him at one point to hold him up, and then he seemed to just come back round.
That.
I'm gonna go get some fresh air. Oh, you're already outside.
I mean, you're outside on the stage, but you can
I'm gonna get
there's
some-
more space. It's
I'm gonna,
crowded.
fresher
so-
air.
I'm gonna get some space with some fresher air, and I'm gonna walk off towards the maze. We have a maze,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, there's a maze.
Did it look like
You head round.
the maze in my vision?
Yes. Pikeard, are you staying at the stage? The music, or are you going with me?
No, I'll go with him. Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Well, I'd just take a moment and like looking at the entrance of the maze, realizing that it's what I saw.
I'll put a hand on his shoulder and I'll say, "Is everything
Jesus.
all right, Mr. Ozzy? You seem skittish.
I saw
Have
something.
you been? Have you been taking some of Gert's drugs?
Maybe some. Yes.
Yes.
no,
Well,
it-
this is what you get.
I know, but this is different. I've had many trips in my time, and this was different. I saw a hooded figure going into that. Has anyone seen Ellie? Have you seen Ellie?
No, not for some time.
I
Not for
start
most of the
walking
evening.
to the entrance of the maze.
The last you saw her, Ozzy, was when she ducked under the table to eat that chicken.
Yeah.
And then the party sort of swept you up since. You arrive at the maze. This labyrinth of vines and bushes is wrapped around the trees that are in this wooded area. It's not like your formal garden maze where there's a set pattern. It's twisting and winding and tricky at the best of times.
Ellie? You out here?
As you try and reach out to her, your normal connection is blocked.
I think something's wrong. I think something's wrong with Ellie. I can't. I can't sense her, or feel her like I normally can.
Right.
I
You
guess
think she's in this maze?
I don't know. I'm like just sort of walking, like following the path as I'm talking.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
Searching the maze, you can either give me a survival check to try and follow trails, or an investigation check just to try and use your knowledge to work out which way someone may have gone.
Investigation.
I'm gonna go with survival.
I'll go as investigation because that's a plus
yeah.
9.
I fucked it. I got 11.
Okay,
I got a 17 plus 9.
17.
26.
Um,
No. Wait.
over 20.
It's good enough.
It's good enough.
I don't know
You're
if
in
I
the
got
cat-
40
you're
or
in a category.
45. You know. Oh.
You your senses lock in. This is the first time since you've bonded with Ellie that you haven't felt some connection. Even when you're not together, even when like she's in another room or she's out doing her own thing, you can always feel her in the back of your mind. This is different and it's worrying, and it causes you to be thorough. It causes you to almost like a hit of adrenaline hits you. Your eyes become wider. You can see more in the darkness. Your dark vision stretches further.
Sober
Your
up.
pace quickens. Yeah, you sober up. And lucky that you do. For after a few minutes of searching and scrambling around the maze, you turn a corner to a dead end. At the end, on the ground, is Ellie. She
Don't do this.
appears to be choking. Her wings pinned to the ground, her throat coughing back and forward.
I just sprint over. Ellie! Ellie!
Picking her up, her eyes lock onto you, and she's in distress. There appears to be something stuck in her throat.
Ellie, what's wrong? What's wrong, girl? I like Is my hand big enough to reach in Ellie's throat? Is it?
You can
Big
do
enough?
some.
How big do you think Ellie is? I thought she was like a little bird sort of size.
No, she's
you can
like
pick- it's like a baby
she's like the size of
cat,
a dog.
dog or cat.
Yeah,
Is it?
She's quite big.
It's like a mini dragon. Yeah.
I was definitely imagining
Do
like.
you think she was like a tiny bird?
Yeah, I imagined her head like, like, what am I thinking of? Like the little fucking what if tiny dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, I was imagining.
Yeah, I thought she
she's-
was. She wraps around
Yeah.
his neck, so she must be relatively small. I thought she was small.
She's a big
fucking
pie,
like
6 foot.
Alsatian wrapped around his neck.
She's. I mean, I can tell you how big
She's
she
6
is.
foot.
I've
No,
always
she's
imagined her.
6 foot. Fuck
Aussie's
off.
6
No,
foot. I
I'm
said.
sure.
Aussie's
Alright.
big. Like, he's a big
Parrot, I thought. Like a bald
Yeah,
eagle
I
size
imagined
type
one of those
thing.
campy fucking dinosaurs with wings.
No, I always imagined her like the size of a dog. Yeah, like a lab. Not as fat as a Labrador, but like like if you imagine a Labrador around your neck, but like dragon shape.
Yeah, lightweight and long.
Yeah,
You know?
gangly.
Anyway,
That changes things.
before we kill the vibe, you can reach into her throat, yes. If you give me a medicine check to see if you can.
Yeah, I mean, I might be able to
Resolve
fit
her
a
issue.
fist in it, but like I'd be
You're
trying
not
to
trying to
get
fucking
it.
fist her, mate. She's choking.
Doesn't actually say how big they are. Anyway, what am I doing?
Imagination. Medicine check.
Medicine. Oh, it's not good. 4 + 3 for 7.
It's not good.
Come on, girl! Come on, girl!
You try and open her mouth, but she clenches her jaw.
Open wider! Ow,
Lifting
bit
her
me,
up onto
bitch.
the lap, she is in panic mode, and her claws are sort of digging into you.
Oh, can I use Mage
However-
Hand to get in deeper?
However,
Okay.
as you sort of throw her back from you because she's sort of digging her claws in, she lands and rolls, and as she does, she coughs up a chunk of something. The piece that was blocking her flies onto the floor on the dirt in front of you, and then she lays on her side, panting. You feel that connection come back. She's in pain.
You're alright, you're alright. I'm gonna cast. Does healing work on
I think so.
a creature? Yeah, so I cast.
Creature, yeah.
I cast healing word on her. I
Okay.
just put my hand on her and give her some
As you
juice.
do, you feel her come more back to herself.
Easy now, easy girl.
She's still wheezing. She's still not 100%, but you feel the bond ignite, a warmth come through.
How much are you
like
eating?
snuggles into you.
You gotta take it easy with the chickens. Like don't eat the bones. Don't eat the bones.
You get a flash of anger, and then she sort of stares at the meat on the ground, and you see now this piece of meat that she spat out has landed next to a larger piece.
What is it? What were you trying to eat? I look at what it is.
Okay.
That's what he's waiting for you to say. I want to look at what it was.
You pick up the
What is it? What did you eat? I'm not gonna look. You
thought
tell
were
me.
asking her. She's like, kinda well. You look at it and you see the half chewed up piece of meat which is stuck in her throat, and another piece. It's a piece of like a sliced steak, red and raw. Give me an investigation check, please.
Is she eating one of the guests? Investigation. 20. No,
20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. This is a piece of cut meat, perhaps beef. Well, it is beef. It's a beef steak, a fillet. As you touch it, though, and sort of pick it up to inspect it, you feel a burning sensation on your skin.
Ow! What the fuck?
Looking at it, the liquid that is seeping out isn't blood. It's something else.
What is this? Where did you find this? Pikeard, what is this? You see it? Is it just rotten meat? Where did you get this, girl?
Pikeard, as you look, you see from the piece like behind where Ozzy had picked it up, there is a symbol on the back of the meat.
There's a marking on this meat.
Wait, what?
The meat is
Turning it
marked.
over, it's still burning your fingers if you're holding it.
Ow!
Ow.
I'll flick it over with my tail. I have a tail.
It does have a tail. The symbol that is almost seared into this raw meat is the shape of a flame.
A flame?
That's his
What was
mark.
exact- What?
That's his mark.
Whose mark?
Ellie, where did you find this?
I didn't know we had a mark at the party.
She's
me check the guest
still,
list.
not quite herself. She is weak and sort of panting.
I immediately start looking around. I'm guessing it's quite a confined space. This I don't see.
Yeah, you're in a narrow, tall hedged corridor, a dead end, and the only way that you came in on the other way.
Pikeard. That's the mark of Pyremius.
What's he selling steaks now? What does this mean?
I don't know. There might be somebody here. Oh, I haven't even had a chance to see the courtesans yet. Fuck.
There's no time for that. We must inspect the food immediately and make sure no more
Ellie,
tainted meat is served.
Ellie, look at me.
It looks up at you,
Where did you
her
find
eyes
this?
semi-glazed.
Where did you find this?
She just nods her head to the ground.
Is there anything else
You
around
can
it?
inspect the area.
Yeah. Natural 20.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to think about that. I guess it was cocked. It was cocked. It wasn't.
Nah.
It's a normal investigation, yes?
Yes.
That is good. 18.
Ooh, 19. Superior.
18 for yourself. Okay, so taking some time, sort of possibly taking your gown off and wrapping Ellie in it and making her comfortable. You then look around the area. There are a few things you find. Near where Ellie was originally at the end of the maze, there is a sprinkling of pipe tobacco within the grass and dirt floor. It's distinct with its brown texture, a different sort of ribbon cut to how the grass is, and you can pick it out and see it. Looking back as well, further in the maze, you see drips of candle wax that appear to pool in the corners. Obviously there's the stake with its marking on the back, and then close to where the large piece is, you see part of the grass is damp with something, a liquid. Tasting it slightly, you instantly recognize that it's a poison. Not taking enough to have an effect, but that instant tang of something acrid, something designed to kill.
Is it the same substance that the meat's coated
That seems to be seeping out the meat, yeah.
in? Somebody here poisoned this meat. And you said it's pipe tobacco. Candle
Yeah.
wax. Who's been smoking? Who's smoking the pipe at this party?
As you guys think, what are you two doing on the roof? Unbeknownst to what's going on below.
I don't know if he's actually playing anymore, but
No,
we'll do
stop.
up here.
Yeah, just set off. Do it.
Should we do it? We'll do the little ones first, and then we'll do the big one as the finale to make sure people come out for it.
Nah,
Yeah.
I said just scare the hell out of them and do the big one.
Are you sure?
Okay, this is no time to be sensible.
Alright! Just before then, I'll cast Enlarge on the massive firework. So it takes
No one
it
found
from,
anything
if, it,
up because get nuked everyone.
if it's small, it goes to medium. If it's medium, it goes to large, basically. So
Okay.
Does that work on objects as well?
Yeah, I don't.
yeah, yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
So I'll
Alright.
sprinkle a pinch of iron powder on it, and then it goes from whatever you decide it is.
Okay. So the thing is already 12 inches long, and as you sprinkle this powder on, it seems to double in both girth and length. That's what she said.
Oh, baby.
The dragon's head on top expands, its eyes just glowing, waiting to be set off. Are you lighting it?
Yeah.
Do you all do the honors, Styles?
I will, thank you, Gert.
Light
Right.
away.
Light it.
Lighting the small wick that leads up into the tube, there is a fizz before it goes inside. There's always that moment with any firework where you're not quite sure if it's lit or not, as the wick disappears and nothing seems to happen. Then all of a sudden, it sparks out the bottom. A jet of white thrust splashing off the roof and showering you in sparks before it starts lifting off the pole that you've stuck it on. It shoots up into the air, a trail of white smoke heading up above everyone. It begins to arc over the trees, starting to descend, the extra weight causing it to go not quite as high as maybe it should have done. As it nears its crescendo, 3 colours of smoke expand from the bottom, blasting out in all directions. And then there is a huge bang. And for a second, it's almost as if there is daylight again, before everything snaps back into darkness. I need you to make a Constitution save, please, for both of you.
That's 21.
21.
16.
16. Gert. I don't know how you do it. If it's just because you're too high. But you embrace the shockwave that comes from this beast. It ripples through your body almost like a warm hug. Your ears, obviously dragon, are not impacted by it, and you just relish in this experience, this power that you've created. Styles, you do okay. You look at Gert, whose mouth is opening and closing. You can't hear him, but you're still on your feet. I'm sure the deafness will go in 10 to 15 minutes, hopefully.
Does this happen?
You also don't hear, Styles,
Go on.
the glass shattering on many of the windows in the lodge as the boom makes the crowd in front of the stage drop to the floor thinking a bomb's gone off. You hear this in the maze. I mean, they're going to hear it in all of Greyhawk, but you hear it in the maze just as you're piecing things together.
Like it obviously just goes to like daylight for a
Yep.
few moments. Shit, something's wrong. There's some something's here at the party, and I just
They're trying to blow up the party.
I get up and start running back. And just by the way, I've just been googling how big a pseudo dragon is. I was wrong.
Weird.
They are
They're tiny.
they're not tiny. They're like a maximum of 2 feet, so like the size of a large cat, basically,
Yeah.
I thought it was like cat
with a
size.
2-foot tail.
Yeah.
So it's big enough to it's big enough to wrap around my shoulders.
Yeah, but it's like thinner, I imagine. Like
Yeah.
its
I
head's
just had in my
probably
head it
gonna
was
be
bigger,
like
but
that.
It's a head like this. You'd be able to put your hand in.
yeah.
Fingers. Anyway.
Anyway,
Stop trying to put your hand in a pussy.
Well-
Just move on.
As you run back to the party, the atmosphere very different. One of distress, one of panic. While you two are on the roof,
I
relishing
think we
in
should have
your...
let off the small ones to let them know it's going to happen.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, what? No, yeah, but yeah.
I messaged Styles.
relishing in your mastery.
Styles, are you all right? There was an explosion. I think someone from Pyremus is here at the party.
Would I hear that, or would I hear it as a whisper?
You'd hear it in your head.
It's in your mind.
It's in your head, so you hear it.
Yeah, me and Gert set off the firework. What did you think? I'd be shouting in my head as well.
The explosion was Gerd and Styles. I think fireworks.
Oh. Right, that does sound like them.
I'm like
But still, the aftermath of the poison.
Go another one.
I'm scanning
Alright,
around.
yeah.
Like I'm
Just start
looking
launching off a few random ones.
for anyone that matches the description that I saw going into the maze, or if anyone with a pipe.
What you saw was a hooded figure. As you come out of the maze and begin to search around the party, that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Ah,
So we can
come
investigate next time.
Oh, this'll be
Yes.
On. No way. No way.
Because I feel like you need to... Now you know what's happened. I feel like we need to reintroduce the people. Because I know none of you have been paying attention to everything that I've
Well,
said
we
in
all
this entire
know
session.
it's the
Are we-
alchemist guy.
Are we doing a classic who has done
Pipe
this?
smoking alchemist.
It's a who's done it.
It's a who has done this.
It's
Wow.
a mystery.
it's the
Well, it's going to be a
alchemist.
murder mystery, but you rolled well enough for it not to be.
Yeah, we nailed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you tried to kill Ellie.
yeah.
You monster.
I didn't.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't do it.
Poor Ellie. She's lasted
yeah.
this long.
I feel you need a rewatch. So, the clues that you found.
Oh god.
Um,
Jeff into main character, isn't it?
Classic. Who has done this? What's that from?
Who has done this? It's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
That's it.
Captain Holt refuses to say who done it, so he says it's a who has done this.
So, it's obviously a poison. It's been delivered in a fresh piece of meat. There's a burnt symbol of a flame on the back. There's pipe tobacco around.
Oh, this ain't gonna go
And-
down well with Ozzy.
Drips of candle wax.
Candle wax.
And it happened in the maze.
I'm gonna go around popping bitches. Who done it?
Well,
Was
I've
it
just-
you? Bang.
Poison meat, pipe, candle wax.
Yeah, I've just realised that the pie is arranged like a fucking Cluedo board. You bastard.
Well,
That's fun.
If you're
We'll find
taking
out.
notes, Pat, write down about the alchemist guy. He was smoking a pipe, and obviously
Yeah.
he's
Goes.
a master potion maker.
Girl was smoking a pipe.
Gert's been smoking a pipe
How
a lot.
dare you suspect Gert?
God!
Poison meat, pan. Oh, what was the symbol on the meat?
Fire.
A fire.
Fire symbol.
That's
I
The
will
pipe.
problem
get
is
a
when
recap of
when
the
I
clues.
write notes, there is a good chance I won't be able to read them in like an hour.
I've got it. I
So
have
I've got
it down.
position, meat, pipe. I think that says candle. Wax, fire.
There you go. And yeah, you have the guest list in your thing if you do want to log in between sessions to have a look at which guests you might think have done it.
Oh, we couldn't just have a party, could we?
Can't just have a party, can you?
Goddamn Pyremius.
Would be nice.
And like you said, you didn't even get to see the courtesans yet.
Nope.
No shit. In fact, Ozzy's just gonna have to go and interview each of the courtesans one by one just to rule them out, because you never know.
It was definitely them.
I totally agree.
That's okay. I'll be
Gentlemen.
fine on my own. I've got this.
Thank you for watching, fans, and tune in next time.
Thank you, Kristin,
to
for
see-
the epic drawing.
Yes, the
Pikeard painting.
artwork is awesome.
Thank you, Kristin. I have to say it's wonderful.
Rembrandt.
Rembrandt. Yeah, thank you,
Rembrandt.
Yeah, Rembrandt.
The wonderful work of Rembrandt. Obviously, it's the best character. It's everyone's favourite character. So very pleased with that.
Just so we cut, now I can say, did we just make a terror attack?
Have we done domestic terrorism?
You were like, we're being attacked. I was like, oh, I didn't think this was going to be like a terror attack. But
Well, it
it kind of
is.
happened. Oh dear. Well, I have the next bit prepped anyway. But like I say, just
We'll
go
do it tomorrow
back.
then.
Let's carry on.
Well,
then.
you got it. You need to watch it. I want you to watch it
No,
because
we're going to go round and
like a good episode of Poirot, I've seeded clues throughout the thing.
Oh shit! Oh god!
So
No, but in Para, yeah, fair point.
yeah, they seed clues throughout the show.
I was thinking of Columbo, and it shows you the murder at the beginning of that. So.
Yeah, wrong show.
Now, Poirot, you got to work it out.
You have got to work it out.
They all did it.
I think the butler.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
just kill them
you
all.
rolled high enough to save her anyway. I mean,
yeah, same.
He got a 6, did
there
he?
was you got what?
It was a real.
Not
No,
It's
you
a real low roll,
got 26.
Wow.
Yeah. There is always the element of danger though. Just remember that, guys. You have been fucking with big boys.
Oh, big boys. I was gonna, if
Biggest
Ozzy
of boys.
failed, Pikeard was gonna like try and use his ghost hand to. Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
But he did
I
alright.
thought you were going to say Pikeard was just going to bring him back from the dead as like a
yeah, I
puppet.
thought you were going to say
Oh
Here you go,
no!
Ozzy.
zombie dragon.
I
Mine
fixed
now.
it.
That's pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool.
Oh, god damn it.
Right, gents.
Yeah, that was sick.
We will meet next time.
Yes.
If this isn't solved relatively quickly,
Ozzy's going to lose his shit.
Oz is going to lose. I don't know.
Ozzy just has to
We gotta do
remember.
the solving while he runs around grabbing people by
Yeah.
the throat. What did you do?
Don't forget, Ozzy, these are civilians.
Not
It's
to
like
burn
the Batman
holes in
Joker
people's
scene.
chest.
Don't forget.
Oh,
Heads
dear.
will roll.
Right, gents.
Cool.
I'll see you next
Awesome.
time.
Soon.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.